Okay, Chief. First of all, for the record, can I get you to say and spell your first and last name and your title?
It's Keith Meadows, Keithmeadows, and the Chief of Police within the City of South Fulton Police Department.
Okay, what's going on in this case?
Okay, at approximately 8 o'clock this morning, the City of South Fulton units received a call in reference to shot fired at 5430 Orally Terrace. When units arrived on scene, they actually witnessed the gunshots taking place behind the residence. At that point, they were able to establish a perimeter around the residence, and an initial review of the location revealed that we had received quite a few complaints about illicit activity occurring in and around this particular residence. We've had complaints about possibly sex trafficking, and so we have not ruled that out as a possibility for this particular location being involved in that type of activity. However, the investigation is currently ongoing at this point. At this time, we have about 20 people detained, mostly female, in reference to this particular residence. And at this point, we have at least 2 people that we've determined to be wanted. Now, we're still in the primary stages with regards to the investigation, so we expect that number will increase as we move through or further into the investigation.
Okay, now I see a lot of people down there, ranging from what age?
Right now, we believe they range anywhere from 16 to 39 or possibly 40. And so, as I said, we're still in the primary stages with regards to the investigation, but it's our hope that we'll get some answers as we move forward with the investigation. Many of the residents out here have extended their gratitude to the police department. Apparently, this has been a problem, residents, for them for quite some time. We are going to do a thorough and methodical investigation as it relates to the activity associated with this particular property. Our code enforcement unit is here on scene right now, gathering information, as they have gotten several complaints about possibly illicit activity occurring there also. And so we'll cooperate with all of the different departments within the city to make sure that we come away with a really comprehensive investigation.
Okay, now you said you guys have been out here several times. What were some of the other complaints?
Some of them, the complaints we had was illicit parties. For instance, we had one that was advertised for this weekend, sex parties that's taking place inside of the residence. And so it's our intention to try to develop that information as we move forward with the investigation.
Okay, and how many people do we believe live in the house?
Well, right now we have a total of 20 people detained. As we know of, there's only one person that actually leases the house at this point, and we're in the process of investigating that at this time.
Okay.
And then can you tell us a little bit about how the officers respond?
No, go ahead.
Oh, sorry. Tell us a little bit about how your officers, your team, they responded, and kind of talk on that a little bit.
So we received a 911 call about shots fired at the location, and when the first responding officer arrived on scene, he actually witnessed the shots coming from behind the resident himself, the residents. The initial officer that responded to the scene responded here in reference to a shot fired call, and when he got here, he actually witnessed the shots coming from the rear of the residence. It was at that time he called for additional units to come, and they were able to establish a perimeter around the residence prior to making entry.
Okay. And Chief, how are you feeling, man? I mean, this seems like a pretty...
It seemed like it was a pretty big operation right now. We want to make sure we do our due diligence in terms of developing the information and investigating each circumstance of the complaints that we've received. And so it's our hope we'll be able to give the residents in this community some relief from this particular property.
Sounds good, man.
Right.
Thank you, Chief. I appreciate you, man.
Tell Kendra I said
hey, I will, man.
Tell us he owed me love.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate you.